Okay, so we're being reminded to leave survival mode. If this message found you, it's a gentle nudge from the spirit being like, "Hey, just a reminder, you get to choose to intentionally and willingly leave survival mode." Woo-wee! Oh shoot. Are you ready for the message? It's coming. It's here right now. Here's the message. What the message is that, however you want to look at it, like evil slash, the propensity of hopelessness. The way Spirit has me speak sometimes is hilarious. The propensity of hopelessness or for hopelessness. And someone else, by the way, nudged me in this revelation. So shout out to him and all of his wisdom, because I find myself constantly flowing out of little bits and pieces of what was shared. So with full revelation. So here we go. It actually takes consistent energy and consistent, it takes consistent energy to keep us afraid. But also, there is one big event in somebody's life can put them into survival mode and into striving mode perpetually if they don't actively, intentionally leave that mode. And so we're being reminded that as you come out of survival mode, or as you have shifted timelines, you want to actually intentionally remember to pay attention to noticing how everything is different here now. Notice how everything is different here now. Notice how everything is different here now. Purposely notice it, purposely notice it, purposely notice it. Write it down. Look at the mirror and see yourself and point out what's different here now. Those energies have been removed. Notice those energies have been removed. I'm being reminded of that scripture, like you've seen those enemies no more, haven't you? And if you're like, no, I have. Okay, well, this is a prophetic statement, declaration to your path that this is what's intended for you. You will be seeing those enemies no more. And as you continue to heal and align with the celebration timeline, leaving survival mode intentionally and on purpose, you will energetically quickly identify the ones that are those energies of that toxic timeline, toxic type, toxic vibration. Also, just a real life fact is that there are some people that are relationally connected to the toxic energies, and maybe they are not themselves on the surface, but because they choose to mix with that energetic poison of the people who refuse to do the work and who refuse to really double down and change, sometimes those energies the boundaries have to be set between that us and them, even if they aren't necessarily the poison energy itself, but rather they're just a middleman into it. You know what I'm saying? When you've worked extremely hard to it's like sharing, okay, this is kind of what it's like. Imagine that you're sharing land with people that you know, and you've worked extremely diligently to tend to all of your fences so that no animals can get in that shouldn't get in, and none of your animals can get out that don't need to be out, to protect them and to protect it and to keep everything properly divided. Because when the Lord brought back the captivity of Zion, we were like those who dream, and our mouths were filled with laughter. The captivity, the safety of the gate is a beautiful thing. It's actually a beautiful thing. Okay, so imagine that you have a fence that connects to your neighbor who also has a fence, and there's a gateway between your fence and theirs that allow for the coming and going of the animals. Let's just say that. And then let's say they don't And that energetic connection is in relationship, by the way. So what I'm being shown is like that atmospheric connection, and it comes through just touching. It also comes through just regular sharing of space. So let's say that they have a break in their fence, and because there's that connection in your fence where there's like a gate that can easily be opened on purpose, and you're cool with that because it should be sealed around your neighbor's property, but it's not, because they have a broken fence and they refuse to fix it. And so it's an open door, and it's allowing in predators, and it's allowing your animals to get out. And so it's like those are the kinds of things that we are intentionally identifying and seeing who's doing the work and who's not. And we must make those important choices for our life so that the work that we've done intentionally doesn't get undone by people who refuse to do their work. What was the beginning of this message? So we are being reminded to intentionally leave survival mode. So once you know that you have all of your spaces like gated and your fences are mended and the foxes will stay out, and the animals are safe and everything, you then get to actually intentionally breathe in that sigh of relief, align with what was it like, before survival mode. How was I'm really real life living this, like remembering what it's like to be joyful, remembering what it's like to have play, to not just reside in that exhaustion of survival mode. It's like I have to snap myself out of it and be like, oh, guess what? You're not actually like exhausted all the time anymore. You're not actually stressed out all the time anymore. You're not actually being like attacked all the time anymore. Look around. Like, did you notice? And make sure that you pull yourself out of that frequency, because this is a shout out to my message right before this one, about how energetically, if they can keep us held down through the stress, sadness, fear, anxiety, and hopelessness, then that's how the control remains over the collective. But when we take back our control via raising our vibrational signature, via knowledge of hope, faith, healing, restoration, and these universal principles and tools that allow us to tap into the acceleration and the bliss of, hey, Layla Jane, girlfriend, please stop. Okay. It allows us to actually reside in the frequency that is a lot higher vibration, which allows the collective to I'm like almost seeing it like pass light amongst each other and ourselves. So anyway, oh wow, and guess what else is being said right here? Okay, how do we say this? There are movements that appear to be justice-filled or justice-focused, but they're actually perpetuated by fear. There are movements that on the surface, like people are like, no, this is a movement fueled by love and fueled by, Layla, what are you doing, girlfriend? We're trying to record a message real quick. But they're actually perpetuated by fear. And the movement and the group think brings an illusion of peace with it, but it's actually coming from a place of striving. Wow. It's so interesting. So anyway, I know this message will find you, and just know that there's so many good blessings ahead. Hold the smile, hold the line, hold the frequency. Be blessed, be well, be free. Catch you in the next one.